Okay, let's be honest. Does your Minecraft house look a little bit like this, but you really want it to look a little bit like this? Well, you've come to the right place, because today I'm going to be teaching you how to build your dream house in Minecraft using these 6 simple steps. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, right, so this is my Minecraft base. It's not actually, but I'm just using it for show. So basically, what this one has is it's quite flat and boring. There isn't, it's not that big really, a 5x5 space. And also, as you can see, it is quite bad. It doesn't look the best, and yeah, we're going to need to improve that. So let's move on to our first step. Right, so our first step to building is going to be to add some depth. And now this one is quite simple. You can do it in lots of different ways. And the way I did it here is I basically just moved the walls back one behind the support. So as you can see, the supports kind of stick out on this one, but on this one they do not. And also I added the door one block into the wall to add some more depth. And the way I did that is that I basically just placed the door from the inside to make that effect. And also you can use glass panes instead of just normal glass blocks to add even more depth. And yeah, that is basically it. So now let's move on to our next one. Right, so our next one is basically adding a foundation. So this one is optional because you might have already built your base without a foundation, and now you're going to have to dig out the whole layer underneath to build it, and it's probably not worth that. So I'll just keep it as it is if it doesn't have a foundation. But if you are starting your base, then I would recommend building one. It doesn't add that much, but it is quite cool and it adds some realism to it. So yeah, and all I did for this is I basically just added a layer of cobblestone underneath the house and then some stairs around that layer to get up to it. So yeah, that's that one done. So let's move on to our third one. Third. And yeah, our third one is decoration. So you're not gonna want to over decorate it too much because then it will look a bit busy and overcomplicated. But what I've basically done here is I put some upside down spruce stairs on the corners of the supports so it looks like they're kind of arching over. And then I also put some spruce trapdoors on the bottom block of the supports and some torches. And that is basically it. So now let's move on to our next one. This is probably one of the most complicated ones, but I hope you can do it. So basically it is the roof. And as you can see, this is quite this is not like one of those normal triangle roof designs where you basically go like stair, upside down stair, stair, etc. all the way to the top. This is like kind of an American barn sort of style. So basically what I did for this is I used a mixture of blocks and stairs to make the effect. So I did stair, upside down stair, 2 blocks, and then stair, upside down stair, stair, and then 3 cobblestone blocks at the top, and then I did the same on the other side. And also you might have seen that I made the overhang out of cobblestone, which adds a little bit of an effect to it. I also put spruce for most of the roof because it kind of contrasts with the oak that I used for the walls. And also I added a little bit of a detail here to make it look a bit like an American barn. So yeah, let's move on to our next one. Right, so our next one is adding some shape, and this might look a little bit complicated, but all I did here really is I just added on this. I basically just added this. So okay, so actually this is hard to explain, but what I did here is this is 5x5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I basically just repeated this cube here 2 more times around this way, and it basically just added a bit more of a shape, and now it looks like this, which is a lot better compared to this, as it's a lot more interesting. So now let's move on to our next one. Right, so this is our final one for today, and this one is basically the finishing touches. So you can add a path going out from the house with some bone meal around it to make some greenery. And I also added a tree, and instead of using just a normal oak tree with the sapling and the bone meal, I actually made my own custom tree out of the materials from an oak tree. So you can do that, or you can just get a normal one, but I definitely recommend doing something like this. I do have a video about how to make custom trees. I think it's quite old, so I could make a new one in the future, so tell me if you want to do that. if you want me to do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and apart from that, I will see you all later. Bye!